Frau Goldin.
Frau Dr. Goldin.
Frau Dr. Goldin. Dankeschön für das Seminar. Sehr gute Techniken. Entschuldigung für mein Deutsch, aber ich habe eine Frage. Was bedeutet Jiu-Jitsu für dich? First in Deutsch, then in English.
Auf Deutsch.
Auf Deutsch, bitte.
Auf Deutsch, bitte. Es ist eine sehr lange Antwort. Und ich glaube, du wirst sie rausschneiden, wenn ich die komplett auf Deutsch mache. Deswegen sage ich auf Deutsch einfach nur, es macht mir Spaß. And in English, I will say that it's changed a lot, and it's difficult to answer this now, because like right now, my life is changing a lot in the last half a year, especially, and what Jiu-Jitsu means to me also changes. So, like, if you asked me, like, from white belt until a year ago, I would have said Jiu-Jitsu for me is competition. And I'm doing Jiu-Jitsu because I love to compete and I really enjoy it and I'm also good at it. And I also really like to train hard. So like, it's not even that I enjoy the competition so much, I enjoy training for competition. Like, I genuinely like being miserable. I like being super tired. I like pushing my boundaries. I like training hard. And Jiu-Jitsu just gave me this option, like this, like, because before Jiu-Jitsu, I did 2 other sports on a high level. So it's not like I just started Jiu-Jitsu from nothing, but like Jiu-Jitsu let me compete at a high level until like quite a high age.
Okay.
So, but now I quit competing more or less. So in the first year, I was more teaching a lot, and for the first time ever, and I really enjoy teaching, and I'm also learning so much. So like now I'm more like being more technical and really understanding how it works, and like just understanding how to teach other people how it works. So now that's more what I enjoy right now. And I don't know, maybe in 2 years you ask me, it will be different again.
Und was ist deine Lieblingstechnik and what's your favorite technique?
So everybody who knows me knows I like half guard.
Okay.
And when I was competing, I was half guard girl because it works. And right now my favorite technique is crucifix, which I will teach. It's more like a positional system. And I also like 50-50. I really like to just get on top and like stay on top, like just ride it out and see how long I can stay there. And I don't like submissions that much, to be honest. Like I enjoy positions and like sequences a lot more than submissions.
Okay, and what are like one thing that you like about Jiu-Jitsu culture and one thing that you don't like about the Jiu-Jitsu culture?
So what I like is how international it is, and that it doesn't matter where you travel to. You can go to a gym and you can train. Like I came here to Chile, I'm in South America, different continent, but it's still like the same handshake and still the same roles and like kind of the same vibe. And then like I would go to South Africa to train, and it's the same. And you just immediately, you know people and you feel welcome and you know people are cool. So I really like that. And what I don't like so much is when people roll with their ego and like roll in a way that they don't take care of their partners, and they like just for the training. Like if I'm in a competition and tapping, I will break your arm, no problem. But if I'm training, then I'm taking care of you, and like I would rather let go than hurt you. And I would never do something where I know that I might hurt you by doing it. So I'm always super careful, and some people are not. And first of all, don't roll with these people, but also like this is the one thing I don't like, that they exist and that people let them exist.
Okay, and you're planning to compete soon?
Not
or you are
soon.
retired?
I'm definitely retired from the adult division, because I don't know if like people know, but I'm 40 years old, and until like last year I was still competing in the adult a lot, and so like under 30, and I just don't want to train that much anymore, like I'm honest. But for sure I will compete for fun. So masters for me is like always for fun, and I want to do like maybe one big competition at brown belt, and then when I get my black belt, I want to compete at least once at black belt, because always my goal in Jiu-Jitsu, like I always wanted a black belt, but not because of the status or anything, but because I wanted to fight black belts, because I was always like, what does it mean if I'm winning, if I'm not winning against the best people? But then I was already fighting black belts at the purple belt, so I kind of already did that. And so, yeah, like I want to be like once in a black belt, proper black belt match, and then we'll see how it is.
Okay. And what are you doing here in Chile? Why you came to Chile? Because you also, besides Jiu-Jitsu, what's your other passion?
Yeah, so my big passion right now is mountaineering. So I like to rock climb, I like to go up big mountains, I like to ice climb, all the things. And Chile is a lot of mountains. So I came here to do that. And next week I'm going to Patagonia, to Torres del Paine. So I'm going to do the O track there, Circuito O. And then I'm going to go up Ozono volcano. So like proper mountaineering, and then maybe some other volcanoes. And then my big goal for this trip is to summit Cerro del Plomo, which is
Very high altitude.
yeah. So like it's not technical, it's not difficult, but it's high altitude, and I just want to see how I feel at that elevation. If I'm okay with it, like maybe I will find out that I cannot go that high, but maybe I will really enjoy it, and I will like come back to go to Aconcagua. We'll see.
And when you were competing at adult division, high level division, you also were working because you have a PhD in data science. So how was your experience like working almost full time and training like professionally?
So I have a PhD in control science, not data science. Data science did not exist at the time,
Okay.
but I work as a data scientist. The good thing is I'm always able to work remotely. So I work on a laptop, so I can just work from anywhere. And I also was never working full time. So from the beginning, like when I got hired, I was still doing Muay Thai at the time, but I was like, look, I'm a professional fighter. So training is like having a baby. If I have to go to the gym, I'm going to the gym. And unless like everything's on fire, then of course I'll stay. But if it's on fire too often, I'll just quit the job. And they were like, okay, it's fine. and it was like that always. So I like sometimes I would like get up at 6 a.m. and I would work remotely, and then I would go to the gym for the lunch class, and then work in the office or like on the sofa in the gym, and then do the night class or like lift weights or whatever. So I was training twice a day quite a lot, and working like in between training sessions.
Okay, and how do you see the evolution of the Jiu-Jitsu in Berlin or in Germany? I don't know if you can speak for Germany, but of course for Berlin.
So when I started in Berlin, we were 2 women,
Okay.
and overall we were like so few people that after a competition we would all go to the pizzeria and we would all fit there. And now there are so many women, I don't even know all the names. And also like there's like all the classes are full, and we have a huge mat space, and there's like 60 people at once in a mat, which is insane. And like I don't even know all the blue belt names anymore, I'm sorry. And it's like it's growing and growing and growing. I feel like jiu-jitsu is like going like this in at least in Germany, probably in all of Europe. So I know that our gym has a wait list because we just cannot take beginners anymore.
How many people trains at your gym all in Jiu-Jitsu? Like approx
I think it's like 400.
400. Oh my god.
So of course not every day. We have
Yeah.
morning and evening classes, and most people just do one class and not like me, all the classes, like when I used to train like this. And yeah, it's just getting more people all the time. And I'm really glad it is also getting more women.
Oh. And one message for the Jiu-Jitsu girls that you want to say to them?
Lift weights.
Lift weights.
Lift
Yeah,
weights.
women don't lift
Like-
that much weight.
Like honestly, like this is the best thing you can do for yourself. You're not gonna get bulky. Like it's really, really hard to look like a man because you lift weights. Because I know that's what people are afraid of. That's not gonna happen. But what will happen is you will not get injured. You will look really, really good. You can eat more, and you can be safer rolling with guys because you're just more stable. So my advice to any woman, but especially if you do jiu-jitsu, is lift weights like once a week at least.
Okay. Thank you so much for the interview, Frau Goldin. Dankeschön. Vielen Dank.
Dankeschön.